Danny, congratulations against Crawley Town, man of the match. Talk me through your goals.
Yeah, it was the first one of my footballing career, my first hat-trick. I'm not sure if it was a perfect one yet. We'll have to have a look. So I'm not sure if the first one come off both legs or just one. So we'll have to look at that. But no, I mean, great performance from the lads. And my first one, I think Loz has whipped it in and McGee's missed it. You know, I didn't really know much about it. He's just come off me and gone in. The second one, Price has done really well on the wing. You know, turned him inside out, just got back stick, got header. And then the third one, what was the third one? Oh, the ball's come with back stick again. You know, I was just thinking, just control this, and then you know the rest is a little bit, a bit simple, really. But
it was a bit simple, but Isaac missed one exactly the same about 10 minutes later, didn't he? Because you had loads of time to think about that. Because amazingly, Crawley, top of the league, gave you acres of space in the box for both second and third goals. And sometimes when you get time to think about it, it's like, but you trapped it and thought, I'm just going to blast this in the bottom corner. Or were you thinking, were you thinking at the time, this is my hat-trick, this is it?
Not really. You know, I just thought, just control this, you know, and put it in the back of net. Because, like I say, sometimes, you know, the ones where you think you've got time to think, they're the worst ones. You know, like I say, you'd rather have them ones that just come off your shin and go in. And you don't really know anything about it, but you know, they are the worst ones, you know, to get to think about. You know, I was just thinking, just control this, and you know, put it in the net, and there's your first trick of your footballing career.
Obviously, fantastic performance by the entire team today. What's different? What's different this year? Tell me.
I think we're just, you know, we're working a lot harder. You know, I think, you know, bringing fencing, you know, as a leader, you know, amongst the defence. You know, Will's a good leader, Baz is a good leader. You know, we're making it hard for teams to break us down. You know, I think we've only conceded 2 or 3 goals so far in 7-8 games, including cups. You know, so we're proving, you know, we're not conceding goals, and you know, like I say, we've put 5 or 6, I'm not quite sure, against Crawley. You know, we're meant to be one of the favourites, you know, to go up. You know, and you know, obviously we're not going to read too much into it. You know, we've put a good performance. You know, we've got to look forward to the Tuesday's game against Mac, and hopefully we can put a similar performance in.
Yep, it's been the Morecambe's biggest win in the Football League, our biggest home win since Altrincham in the conference, which was early season 96, 97, something like that. So it's a long time. And there was over 2,000 here today, and the place was rocking when you got your hat-trick. Were you disappointed to be subbed? Because I thought you looked like you could have got a couple more.
No, I'm not actually. No, I was a little bit tired. You know, obviously Price is up there, and he's, you know, I won't say he's going to run around everywhere for you, but you know, so you do a little bit of extra running. But you know, it's just a good performance all round from all the boys, and you know, and it's all right credit. I've got 3 goals, but you know, there's a few goal scorers out there who've, you know, putting their performances as well. And it's a team performance, not just individual performances.
Well played, Danny. Congratulations. You were voted man of the match.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks very much.